you so much for joining this live masterclass on YouTube. We have something very extraordinary for you because this is our first theme masterclass. And I have here the new collection, the LA collection that we just launched this Saturday. It's already our bestseller. Here I have our beautiful model for you, and today we're gonna start showing some looks if you're going to a wedding. So not a bridal, but if you are a guest. And of course it's like an inspiration. If you go for other parties, you can also use these kind of hairstyles. I'm gonna shortly explain the hairpin once again so that everybody know how to use it correctly, and afterwards I'm going to show you a few versions of how you can wear your hair with the number one hairpin if you're going to a wedding. So let's start. First of all, I have here the new collection, and it's the beautiful peach fuzz, our rosé, and our other bestseller, the soft beige. Those are the new combination, and they are so pretty also for the wedding season. I hope you can see it correctly. So here I have already a little bit hair with some little texture in it. It's always good to know if you're going to a wedding and you want to wear your hair of course all day. Don't wash it in the morning. Always prepare your hair already the day before so that the hair is already a little bit more has a little bit more greasiness in it. So not of course 2 or 3 days, but the evening before. And also if you want to prep it with some curling irons or hot tools, it's better that the hair is already for at least 8 hours dry. So that's an extra tip for the wedding tutorials. I think maybe Sarah, you can just change the camera a little bit because I'm afraid that, yes. Okay, perfect. So the first look I'm going to show you is a halfway hairstyle, and it's one of my favorites. It's so easy, and every time I wear this look, always people say, okay, how did you create it? But it's like so super easy. What you're doing, you're parting the hair like you normally do, or maybe you preferred something else, but part it how you really like it yourself. You're grabbing from the front line in a triangle section to the crown area. So if you can just lean a little bit. So I have here like a triangle section on top. Of course, I'm using my backcomb brush, and it's like a wedding, so we can do a little bit extra. So I'm teasing the hair a little bit with the backcomb brush to make an extra layer of volume. Then I'm just brushing it clockwise, twisting the hair like 1.5 times, pushing it before I place the number one hairpin in a little bit backwards, spreading the hairpin sideways over the part, and then slide it gentle in the opposite direction. If you want to have a little bit more volume, grab the backcomb brush in the end and push it a little bit, and then push the number one hairpin once again. Then I'm going to make another triangle section. Thank you so much, Sarah. And going from behind the ear, bringing the hair all up to this part, maybe just a little other way around. So yeah, perfect. Then I'm going to backcomb also this parting a little bit, teasing it on the roots, and then I'm wrapping the hair all over the hairpin I already placed. Wrapping my second number one hairpin, spreading it, and it goes under. I have here the peach fuzz, and I'm going under the peach fuzz hairpin and sliding it in. And of course, we don't forget the other side. I'm just getting another triangle, so it's actually 3 triangle sections. Also lifting the hair a little bit, foot lifting. And this part is not going over, but this is going under. So actually you don't see any #1 hairpins anymore, just the last one. Just to make sure, if you want to have the color popping out, choose the color you want for the last string. So this is the last one. And I'm placing it a little bit in the other, and then slowly pushing it. And here you see is, if I'm doing it correctly, I can do this look, I think, in 2.5, 3 minutes. And you see that it looks like a zigzag updo. This will definitely will stay all day long, and we already prepped the hair with some curling irons. So you see now, if she's holding her hair or head in the right position, you see the amount of volume she has over here. And if you want to have more curls, of course, you can use a smaller curling iron. Spray good hairspray that's from a dry texture, and party all day long. So this is the first look. I hope you enjoy it. If you do have questions during this session, please do ask. And I have a lovely colleague here. She can answer them for us as well. So this is the first look. I'm going to remove the hairpins. And everything that is recording is posting on YouTube. So if it's going too fast for you now, you can always look it up again. The second look, you see that there is still some lifting from the first look, so I don't need to back on it again. So the second look is, it's not like a French roll, but it is like a roll ponytail. What I do is I'm combing the hair in a low ponytail, and this time I'm centering it in the middle. I'm placing my forefinger in the middle, but a little bit already higher, and I'm lifting it onto this part. And this is an amazing look if you have, of course, longer hair. If you have short hair, it's difficult. So the first look you can use also on short hair, but for this look you definitely need to have a little bit longer hair. Then I'm grabbing my hairpins. Oh, thank you so much. We're gonna use a little bit of brighter color so you can definitely see. Oh, and some extra, thank you. Where to place it and how to place it. I'm using the #1 hairpin, strawberry pink. Place the #1 hairpin in the most firm part, then the ends go out, and then in the opposite direction you're pushing it with one finger slowly along the scalp. And we're placing an extra one above. And we have already a firm grip with 2, but yeah, I know for sure you're gonna party along. Hey, it's like a whole wedding day of her best friend, so she wants to do all crazy moves on the dance floor. So I'm placing an extra one. The amount of hairpins you're gonna use is definitely the thickness and the long. If you have very thick hair or long hair, we should recommend that you use, for example, 5 hairpins. If you have very fine hair like myself, sometimes 2 is already enough. So this is like a roll with some ends out of it. If you don't like it, of course you can always tuck the lengths in, or maybe create something extra. And okay, it's maybe not the best color, but to show it, I use the apple green one, and then I'm placing an extra hairpin on top, where you see now that we have some bun, but with some extra movements and a creation. Also in 2-3 minutes you can create this look, so that you have more time to experience the wedding and not be stressed out how your hair is going to be. Okay, this was the second look. You see, if it's very tight, you definitely see with only just one hairpin, it's still holding place. Now we're going for the third look. The third look is like a little bit similar as the one I did before, but I really prefer if you have very long hair and it's like a wedding, show it off. So I'm really obsessed by halfway updos. So I'm just going to be a little bit grabbing apart from above the ear to the crown section. Let the parting above a little bit textured, not too tight. Also with this look, you're wrapping it in a ponytail, of course a half ponytail. I'm just going to remove the lengths from underneath to the front. For this also I'm using my forefinger and just twisting the parting. And here you already see, I'm just going to, yeah, thank you. Once again, I'm using my strawberry pink. For your placing your #1 hairpins, always make sure that you're in love already how it looks like. So make sure if you have in your bathroom another mirror that you're looking already to your back, so you can see how it looks. Already, the #1 hairpin goes in, and then I'm just going to use the other. It goes in, the ends will go out, and just to make sure that it holds, we will use an extra one. Then we're going to get the rest of the hair. And here we have our third look. Of course, you can always change if you have, like in the morning for the wedding ceremony, something else than in the evening. So you can also change, because the beautiful thing is that you don't have any marks in your hair. So if I'm changing from a half updo, maybe for the evening with an extra hairpin, so you can change anytime you like. Then the last one. I think in every masterclass, every day we receive the same question. Can you please do the French roll? Every country. Tomorrow we're in Luxembourg, and I know for sure that it's going to be a question also there tomorrow. how does the French roll works, because I think it's like the number one of all favorites for weddings. So we really want to explain this one more time. And you see also our beautiful model has very long hair. Also with long hair, it's definitely an option. Okay, how does it work? You're grabbing a low ponytail, but this time I'm using it a little bit to the left side because that's how I like it. I'm asking my model, yes, to look straight forward. Yeah, thank you so much. Low ponytail, a little bit to the left. I'm placing my forefinger in the middle. I'm just twisting it around and wrapping it slowly all the way upwards. Thank you. And oops. I will do that again.
Sorry.
It's live, eh? It can happen. So luckily it was you and not me that. Okay, once again, I'm grabbing a ponytail on the left side. I'm using my forefinger and I'm twisting it around and grabbing the hair slowly upwards, and then I'm sliding and just then make sure you're picking the parting that's very firm, wrapping the ends, and then make sure you slowly, and it's a lot of hair, so be gentle for yourself or for your mother or friends. Extra hairpin. Are you okay? And an extra one. And there you have it. You have here your French roll. You see I just did it with just like 3 hairpins. And if you have longer hair, you can always choose to get some of the parting out of it and make it a little bit more creative. And if you don't like it, you want to go for the classic way, just tuck it in and leave it like a classic roll. Because of the num1 hairpin is created in a round shape, you definitely don't feel it. So if somebody is going for you on the dance floor and bumping into you, it's not any problem. So those 4 looks are the looks we advise you to wear on a wedding. My lovely colleague Isabel is going to take over again from me for the next classes on Friday evening. We have some lovely teams, and I see that a lot of you signed in for multiple masterclasses. So if you are not already signed up for the other ones, please join us. All the masterclasses are giving in new teams. If you want something from us differently, please let us know and we will make sure we are combining it in the next season masterclasses. So thank you so much. I don't know if we have questions right now.
The only question we have received is, what mistake can I avoid when I create such hairstyles?
Yeah, there is definitely a good, I'm just going to, if you're going to switch the camera, there are definitely a lot of mistakes that people are making. Of course, everybody, me and all my lovely colleagues are hairstylists. So for us, it's like easy talking because it's our job. So we're supposed to know what we're doing. But if you're already in the morning and especially during a wedding, the stress level we know is a little bit higher. So what's always good to know, especially from the first look I did, is if I'm grabbing just like quick the first parting and I'm using the hairpin, this is the part that everybody almost can do. But if you're grabbing another parting, always going upwards. So sometimes we see that people twisting the hair and then go downwards and then lifting the hair up to that parting. And if we're switching a little bit, you can see a little bit more to the other side, other side, other side, other side. Oh, sorry, yeah.
This side, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going upwards, it's always good. Also with makeup, always going upwards, never downwards. But if you're going upwards, you see that the lines are sliding ahead, that they are make sense. And if you're going downwards, that's what a lot of people do, because naturally it's more easy to go grabbing the hair parting and make it like this. But you see, then you have here the lines and it's not combining together. So that's the mistake we see a lot of the times, that people that did their hair themselves. So please make sure always going upwards. If you have a wedding or you're going to a party or something else, prep your hair. Of course, the number one hairpin can definitely be used. Sometimes we see that people are saying, oh, you need to have hairspray or you do have to backcomb it. It's totally not true. You can always use the hairpin on fine, thick, straight, curly hair without any tools. But of course, if you're going for a wedding, prep the hair with dry spray, some texturizing spray. If you have some time, prep it with some curling iron, because if you have more texture in your hair, of course your hair is going to look even better, but also the grip for like an updo is even way more. So the two mistakes people don't do: prep your hair, make the right sectioning, and what I already told, wash your hair a day before. So at least 8 hours drying time before you're going to use any other hot tools. Do we have some other questions?
At the moment, I don't think we have
No.
any questions now.
Okay, I already told you we love to see you in the next masterclass, and I really thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.